Right, can you say hello?
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to our day.
How cute and beautiful is she? Look at her face. That is just a beautiful face. Wow. How gorgeous. I'm just enjoying the sun. Walking around with my squinty sun in my eyes. You can see my wet shiny nose sniffing the air. Oh, yep. Oh, it's very nice and warm out here. I can hear flies. Oh. Something scary happened.
That was cute.
Good morning.
Afternoon.
Yeah, a bit like that. I've just woke up and I had a notification from somebody on our YouTube comments on yesterday's vlog saying something like, well, I'm glad it isn't just
Us Americans that are morbidly a bit... What's your tone of face doing, baby Kyle?
well, I'm glad it isn't just us US people or something that are morbidly obese. Thanks! Great comment! I'm gonna leave it there so people can see how much of a jerk you are.
Yeah, I mean, I know I'm fat, but...
We don't need telling.
I don't think I'm at that sort of size where you just think, am I fat? Am I not fat?
Yeah,
Somebody
we know.
might need to tell. Yeah, we know.
It's pretty bloody obvious.
Yeah.
But we have health issues, physical and mental. We are working at it, but at the moment, when you're in the middle of a COVID crisis, and you're in quarantine, and food is very limited, especially fresh food, or you're a bit scared to eat fresh food because you can't bleach it and then eat it, we're kind of stuck with processed.
And it's also the fact that when you have anxieties and mental health problems, something like this, even though we would usually stay home the majority of the time, apart from like shopping and whatnot, it does things to your head, and sometimes coping mechanisms are to eat.
Yep.
And I mean, you just have to look at all the healthy people who are struggling with having to stay at home.
And I can guarantee you, these healthy people that aren't morbidly obese, who rely heavily on fresh produce and rely heavily on doing runs morning and night and swimming and God knows what else, I can guarantee you, whilst we're on lockdown, they will be putting weight on.
Yeah, I mean, I follow somebody on Instagram, and she did this whole weight loss journey, and she did really well, and she lost a lot of weight, and she put up a post this morning or yesterday, and put up a picture of how she's actually, because of COVID and like quarantine and like the stress and anxieties of it, she's actually gone up to be higher than what she was before she started actually actively losing weight.
Yeah.
And this is the reality, and people know that. We don't need telling.
No, not at all. So if you're out there and you see our videos, it is blatantly obvious we are fat. We know we are fat. It's not like we're like delusional about it and think we're 6 stone or something. We know that that is not the case, but we don't need it thrown in our faces. The same as every other fat person on earth, unless they're these people that are like big beautiful women or whatever else, and they thrive on being fat and their goal is to be the fattest woman in the world, which there is people out there wanting that. 99% of the time we don't want to hear it. And I can probably guarantee that the person that did make this comment, you probably smoke. So how do you feel when people are constantly telling you, you need to give up smoking, it's bad for your health, and it makes you give up even harder? It's kind of the same for if you're overweight or obese. The more that people ram it down your throat, you get pissed off, it plays with your emotions, and it actually has a negative effect.
But also, in a way, weight is actually more difficult than something like cigarettes, because you don't have to buy cigarettes, you don't have to smoke, whereas
you have to eat.
You have to eat. You can't live without eating, so...
Yeah. So, just for other people out there watching this, if you see somebody who's doing something that might be negative to their body, whether it be eating, smoking, drinking, whatever, don't need to throw it in their faces.
Chances are, they know.
Yeah. They do.
Yeah.
So to celebrate our comment, we're going to eat a packet of crisps.
Now this is how to quarantine.
Cute says it's too hot.
And apparently so's this.
Yeah, you're tidy, Mummy, so I need to add more mess.
Oh yeah, gotta be done. Gotta be done.
There you go, Mum.
Happy with yourself?
Yeah, Mum.
Take that as a yeah. But yeah, look at that little munchkin. I think she might actually be awake now because she just moved her head in a kind of way that was like, talking about Mum? Yeah. But Daddy's so cute. And Daddy's so cute. And from this angle that looked like you had earrings. Did it, Mum?
Yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Good evening, guys. I'm apologising on behalf of myself and Soph. We decided not to vlog for the rest of the day because after we received that comment earlier today, it really took an effect, especially on Soph. She says that even if she just, they hadn't used the word morbidly, it wouldn't have been as bad. But to somebody to just pass these comments on our YouTube because they can, it's awful. And I know we shouldn't take comments to heart, but the problem is, we do suffer with mental health, we do struggle, and these comments, they hit us. And even if it was somebody we knew or whatever, the comments that we receive, they affect us because that's the way our mental health works. And this comment really did affect us. Hopefully we will resume back to normal tomorrow, but yeah, I can't promise it. I don't know what the vlogs for the next few days are going to be like. As we said earlier, our weight at the moment is not our priority. We're just trying to get food that is available to us, and unfortunately it isn't healthy food. The food boxes you receive, you don't get a huge bunch of fruit and veg. You get a couple of apples, a couple of oranges, and the veg that we've had for the last 3 weeks is potatoes and carrots. That's not a whole variety of stuff for healthy eating. And a lot of it ends up being processed food, like pastas and whatever else. And our bodies break these foods down very slowly. We're not able to go out to exercise. As you guys know, we were about to start going swimming. We can't do that, not only because the leisure centres are shut, but we can't leave the house. We're not even allowed out for an hour's exercise a day like everybody else who's not on the severe list can. So it is having a huge effect. We have been in quarantine or lockdown now for I think off the top of my head it's 35 days. That's 35 days of not leaving the house. 35 days of being stuck in the same four walls basically. And yes, I know we don't really go out much, but we still did go out. And we were trying our hardest to lose weight before. And like I said, it's just not a priority right now. So if you are watching this and you are someone likely to pass comments because of somebody's weight, think before you do it. Think about what effect it's going to have on people. Like, I can guarantee you, majority of people that are overweight or obese or morbidly obese or whatever, don't do it because they like it. Because believe me, it really, really fucking sucks being this size. And we hate it. We are not proud of being this size. We don't like it. We don't thrive off of it. It is just the way life has been for us. We have struggled with mental health. And when we get depressed, our go-to is eating. And we've had a lot going in our lives that has caused us to be depressed. So it's just the way things are for us. Some people are big, some people aren't. Some people don't eat at all. If we were all the same, life would be boring as hell. So just remember, keep your comments to yourself, grow the hell up, and try to actually say something nice instead of something horrible. But other than that, hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. Good night.